We're also now being told that rice farmers in parts of the north are complaining about lack of access to markets, also because people are able to bring in rice, particularly from the northern and the eastern borders, into the country without paying any duty, and therefore collapsing the market. We actually held a fair in the northern part of Ghana, northern region to be precise. So how did it go? What did we seek to achieve? Did we achieve our aim? We'll speak to Mr. Atamensa briefly on this as we continue this advocacy-driven programming. So, Mr. Atamensa, welcome to the program. You know, yesterday I saw something when I was interviewing Moy Thompson. He was showing me a data set that said 86% of FDI in the country comes to Accra, Greater Accra. 9% goes to Ashanti. Then about 6 regions get to 1% each. Some regions don't even get half a percentage. And he said that if that skewed level of development, and then he also said Greater Accra region has 43% of Ghana's GDP, and Accra City has 37%. So the development is completely miscued. So you have places like Savannah and Northern region, which have a very minuscule share of development. And he showed that on the chart. So it was interesting that we took the agri-fair, we took the This is Ghana idea to Tamale. What were we trying to achieve? What were we trying to see? And how did it go based on the 2 days you went there?
Thank you, Bernard. And we are back from Tamale intact. Everything went well.
Welcome back.
Thank you. The whole idea was to showcase what they have there to the rest of the world. So the model that we have used in Accra, where you draw crowds and entertainment and try and generate purchases, wasn't the same as we did in Tamale. Tamale was to get them together to tell their stories, and then we in turn tell the story to the rest of Ghana and the rest of the world. And all together we had 120 exhibitors for the 2-day fair, spanning different sectors, food and beverage, art and craft, clothing and textiles, and then the typical FMCG,
cosmetics,
especially cosmetics and stuff like that.
So if you look at the span of products, which one would you say dominated? Was it the clothing? Was it the food? Was it the cosmetics?
In terms of the potential for economic development, I'll go for the cosmetics first, and then the art and craft.
Cosmetics, art and craft,
followed by textiles.
Okay.
And clothing. Yeah.
And in terms of gender distribution of the exhibitors, mostly male or female?
Mostly female.
Mostly female.
Mostly female. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So, how was it? What was the feeling like?
Well,
was the
for them, it's they do some of these gatherings, exhibitions from time to time, but the scale was something that was really appreciated. To have 120 exhibitors at the same venue was something that doesn't happen often there, you know. And also the energies that were displayed by our sponsors, you know, also was of the essence.
So essentially, for the sponsors to support a drive to showcase things made in that part of the country,
I'm telling you,
come in their numbers. It was a good one for the people in Tamale.
Yes.
Were exhibitors only from the northern region, from other regions?
The exhibitors largely came from all 5 northern regions.
Wonderful.
Especially Upper East, Bolgatanga, Navrongo area, and then the Savannah area. They all came from the different regions, you know. So it was a fair, but it was also a business jamboree where, nice. You know. But look, Bernard, I think it was for me, it was an eye opener. Apart from the food which we normally are familiar with, I mean the cosmetics that I saw there,
made predominantly from what?
From shea.
Okay.
The shea products. I mean, Bernard, it will compete anywhere in the world. It will compete anywhere in the world.
In terms of packaging or the product
the product quality, packaging, look and feel. I mean, people are doing stuff. People are doing stuff, and we are very, very pleased to have been able to do this. Courtesy EcoBank, GEPA, Ghana Enterprise Agency, Side Hustle,
So what role did Ghana Enterprise Agency play? Because I think they were suggesting they were going to bring some businesses to exhibit.
Yeah, they brought.
Okay.
They have the incubation programs that they do for small businesses, and they've been very active. And so they always have groups of people who are already in one business or another. So they were there, brought some of their exhibitors, same as Ghana Export Promotion.
The big issue for a lot of these people is access to visibility and markets. So usually supermarkets would not place local products, and they will also have terms that will be inimical to small producers.
That's correct.
So how critical was it to showcase these brands, and also was there an intention to help them meet off-takers and distribution outlets? Because I think that's the main issue now.
Yes, I think you make the point. I actually ran into people who had traveled. They were not exhibitors. I met a gentleman who had traveled from Sunyani just to look at the products on offering so he can buy off.
Correct.
And I met another one from Accra. He said, I came from Accra.
So I can be sourcing using the
to
Ghanaian
come
way.
and source. So I physically met two of them. So that suggests that there could be more people who had come for the same purpose. So yes, there are people who would come there to come and see what is on offer so they can start their businesses. But the issue of visibility comes also on the other side with capacity building. There are some of them, the moment they are hit with increased demand, they break down.
And they are not able to meet the same quality.
They are not able to. So, and I think that's the gap that Ghana Enterprise Agency is trying to fill with capacity building. Ghana Export Promotion Authority building capacities for SMEs. And so far, they've done a good job. But we need to scale up.
Do you see these things becoming or evolving into permanent markets? Because, we always talk about access to markets. Now, you cannot force a retail chain to put somebody's shea butter on their shelf. So what you do is that every quarter you organize a program. But there's a feeling that there needs to be some permanent marketplace so that...
As in physical location?
Possibly.
Or market as in the exchanges, demand and supply market.
The latter. So that it doesn't become episodic.
That's correct. Yesterday I was watching you and Nimoy, and I was just processing this whole thing. That look, when foreign and international companies are coming to invest in your country, they are not coming as a Red Cross. They are not coming because they want to come and do you a favor. They are coming because they need returns. And so, based on the science of data they have, they make choices of the location where the industries should be. But on our side, we should be more actively involved in packaging the destinations so that it will attract. And I think the GIPC is doing something like that when they are now focusing on the regions. Okay. And I think it's a perfect approach to building destinations for investment. Because if you go to the north, unfortunately, GIPC was not part of what we did. But
GEPA was there.
GEPA was there.
And then Ghana Enterprise Agency was there. Okay.
If you go to the north and you have $1 million today to invest, if I'll just go straight into the cosmetic industry. Why? Because it's an everyday use product line. It's easily accessible on the shelves in most supermarkets. It is good quality. It will outdo a lot of the competition from Southeast Asia and the rest of the world. So it is there for us to take. You understand? So our effort was to create the platform to create better awareness. And this is exactly
I have two more questions for you. What next? So we've done This is Ghana in September, and now we've done Northern Business Fair in October.
Yes.
What's going to happen before Christmas?
We have Agri-Fair.
Where is it happening?
At the children's park.
We are back in Accra.
Yes,
Agri-Fair.
Agri-Fair. Agri-Fair is a big deal because it's the Christmas edition of Agri-Fair.
Christmas edition. I'll bring you back to talk about that
yes,
on
please.
a different program. Second question, did you bring the shea butter?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
The
proper one.
Otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
Unadulterated.
Oh, no.
The banner says he wants that.
I wanted raw shea butter.
No, that unless we order.
It will affect your salary. I need shea butter.
It's shea butter proper.
No, he says he wants the original.
I don't want them to add anything.
Nothing.
Just shea
He
butter.
says his skin can only handle
They should
that
just
one.
put it in milk kunku
And send it
bring
to
it to
him.
me.
But now there's plenty.
No,
here.
I want it from the north.
You get.
You didn't get. You didn't bring.
Charlie, be careful what you pray for.
You didn't bring. All right, thank you, Samins. So he'll be back. We'll talk about the Agri-Fair on a different program. These days, I use only shea butter for my hair. I told you that a friend of mine told me that I shouldn't put anything on my skin that I can't put in my mouth. So now, I'm not spoiling anybody's business. But for me, everything I use has to be plant-based. Because the skin is the body's largest organ. So if I put something made from some chemical that I can't eat into my on my skin, it will still find its way into my bloodstream. So now I use shea butter for my hair. I don't have a hair cream. You know, we used to do waves.
But I can still see the waves. So.
But I use
I
Inkuto.
still see the waves.
So I use shea butter for my hair. I don't use.
shea butter still gives him the result.
For almost 2 years, I've been using spotting waves.
Yes, I
So now I use Inkuto raw in my hair.
I use shea butter only as well.
Because I don't want. If you import spotting waves, I'm not saying anything about your business, but I don't use it. I use shea butter for my hair, unbranded shea butter for my hair.
Charlie, what does guy use for his hair?
Let me see. No, he doesn't have hair
the
to use
question
anything.
is, does
He
he
doesn't have
have
anything to use. Okay, remove the hat. Let's see.
Why should I prove that? You are alleging. Why do you have evidence? Why
he
should I
has
prove
facial
that?
hair.
No, I'm talking about the one.
But I know you don't like having hair on your head. You prefer hair on your beard.
I like
On
cutting
his-
my hair.
So
chin, you
I actually want to ask him if he brought hair cream made from shea.
Yokumi.
Yeah, because I use Yokumi on my head.
Hey,
No,
Yokumi
but you can
McDonald.
use the raw shea for your hair.
But I feel like there should be hair creams that can give us the waves without the petroleum.
Why are the waves so
It's
important?
nice.
No, so you see what the
It's called
boy.
spotting waves.
does it
Charlie,
have
wave
waves?
the bio. When you were in school,
When you
did you
brush
like
it.
guys who had waves?
No.
You brush it.
Oh yeah, we adore. When you brush your waves
There's a form you have
and
these
you
days.
know a boy. You know a boy.
I know a boy. A
Yeah,
boy
you
is
do a
nice.
boy.
The line.
Yeah,
you
it
have
be
a-
rough.
yeah.
Charlie, a
No,
boy.
there's a form you have these days
Yeah.
which gives
They
you
use it
a
for the
different
locks.
version. Yes, the
They
locks,
use for the
you know.
tiny locks.
Which is also
Plant based.
yeah. That,
Which one?
No, no, it's not plant. Foam.
I'm asking for a
foam.
plant
Yeah, some
based.
foam. It has some
A phone.
texture.
Foam.
And for your rasta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. No, it's not rasta.
Rasta kwanyanya.